Hello and welcome to Elgin County Living. I'm your host, Catherine Thompson. Today my co-host, Kate Burns, and I will be taking you on a journey to some of the most interesting and innovative agribusiness operations in Elgin County. First, we'll head to historic Sparta, where we'll visit Steed and Company Lavender. Then we'll head to Great Lakes Farms in Union, on to Heritage Line Herbs in Bayham, and finally we'll end the day at Berry Hill Fruit Farm just outside of Elmer. Elgin County has enjoyed a long and rich agricultural heritage. The fertile growing soil and long growing season have allowed many crops to thrive in our area. Currently, there are over 130,000 hectares of land in agricultural production managed by 1,489 farms. Our first stop will be Steed and Company Lavender, an agritourism operation in Elgin County that could easily be mistaken for a garden in the beautiful countryside of England.
Well, I am here today with Suzanne Steed at Steed and Company Lavender. They're a member of Save for Elgin and a really successful agritourism business here in Elgin. So Suzanne, tell us a little bit about the history of Steed and Company.
Steed and Company started in 2006, and that's when we first put in our first lavender. The shop opened in 2007, and we've just been on the go ever since then. We're set up, we'd like to do things a little differently here. We have our lavender set up as a garden setting, so what we like to do is have people have an opportunity where they can see lavender and how they can take the ideas home and use it in their own garden. So we do have a field, but we like to just make things a little bit different so that people have something different to see. I'm also a nurse, and so I had a fine arts degree, and I've been studying landscape design. And so what we wanted to do also is to create a little bit, using my health background, of a place where people can come and have a little bit of a respite too, just sort of a little bit of an escape.
Fantastic. Now, you were formerly known as Lavender Blue. Can you tell us a little bit about the new name, Steed and Company?
Steed and Company really fit in better with who we are. It was very fortuitous that my last name was Steed, which is the old English word for horse. And the reason we initially moved to the farm back in 2001 was because I have a competition horse and I used to do show jumping and dressage. And it was just, I couldn't sell my horse. So we decided that we needed a name that more reflected who we are. And the having the steed, and now we have the horse in the logo, it's more my story. It's more of who I am. And it really explains why the horses are here and ties everything together quite nicely, actually.
Wonderful. Now, you're here just east of Sparta. Can you tell us a little bit about the property and the location?
Well, we're 3 kilometers east of Sparta, and what's amazing about our property, it's actually a designated property. Our property is part of the Carolinian Forest, but it's also a designated property, which means it's a natural area of scientific interest, which is fabulous for us because we are situated on a ravine, and right directly across the road from us is a heritage site, which has a lot of walking tours and things like that, so it's perfect. And the really neat thing about our property is we actually have a nesting pair of bald eagles, and so on special days you can actually see the bald eagles flying over the farm. So it's just a very special place for us.
Wonderful. So when people come out, they can learn about lavender, growing it in their own farm. And now looking at the gift shop that we're in now, can you tell us a little bit about the products here in the gift shop?
Sure. And of course, not all the products are lavender inspired. So what we do with our lavender is probably towards the end of June, we harvest the lavender. And then it is dried for about 6 to 8 weeks. We then take the lavender buds and we use it in our products. So for example, we use our lavender in all of our jams and jellies, and we use it in our lavender tea and our salad dressings. We have a lavender chocolate. We actually are going to be doing a lavender ice cream sandwich, so the lavender will be in that. And then all of our products we also make here at the farm. So all of our soaps and lotions and body products and our home products as well, we make all here at the farm.
Now, can anybody use lavender products or eat lavender products as well?
Actually, it's a very interesting thing about lavender. Lavender is related to mint. So if you look at a lavender spike, it has 4 sides, and so does mint. So what I often tell people is look at lavender like an herb. So use it like any herb, like mint. It's very strong like mint, so it is a bit of a balancing act. But I will often just go out and grab a few sprigs of lavender, some rosemary, stick it inside the cavity of a chicken, put some garlic in, plug the hole of the chicken with a lemon, put some olive oil, sea salt, roast your chicken. A really easy thing to do. If you dry your lavender, you can just gently rub your bundle. The buds will fall off quite easily once it's dried. Just take a teaspoon of that. If you're making a batch of cookies or a batch of brownies, just toss it in. I will also use lavender as a rub on meats as well. So lavender can be used anywhere from sort of a sweet to a savory dish.
Wonderful. I'm going to have to try that roast chicken dish. Yeah. That sounds amazing. Now, can you tell us about some events that you're expecting to have this summer?
One of our really popular events is our Lavender Fairy Festival. And our Fairy Festival will be August the 11th, actually. It's a Saturday afternoon from about noon until 4. And we really encourage our guests to bring their wings.
So what can people expect when they come out for the Fairy Festival?
Well, what we like to do, we will have a children's performer, and as I said, we invite our guests to bring their wings, and we have lots of things for the children to do when they come for the Fairy Festival.
Great. Now, you participate in other events in the area. What events are you participating in this summer?
This summer, we will also be participating in Fresh Fest, which is August the 23rd, and we're still in the process of just sort of determining what sort of culinary idea we'll have at that time.
Great. Now, do you have any new products or information for people that you might be releasing later this year?
Well, we do have a new product this year. We've introduced a lavender, well, we actually call it a Gingersnap lavender pear with Brandy, which is a lovely jam, but it has a lot of other applications as well. It's wonderful if you take something you can do is take a focaccia, take some Black Forest ham, take a little bit of our lavender pear, and put on some brie cheese, and then just grill it, and it makes a lovely dish.
Wonderful. Well, you've given our viewers a whole bunch of great ideas for cooking. Is there anything else you'd like viewers to know before they come out to see you?
Well, we really want people to come out and discover Steed and Company Lavender, and then we really invite people to indulge in our products and actually have a little bit of an escape away from the hustle and bustle of city life.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much, Suzanne. And back to you, Catherine.
Thanks, Kate. I had no idea that lavender was such a versatile product. I can't wait to use it for culinary purposes. Let's take a break and we'll be right back on Elgin County Living.